Hello Geminis, welcome to your weekly reading for the week of May the 19th. Thank you for being here. I hope you are doing well. Let's see what's coming through for you. You can use this for your sun, moon and rising sign. If Gemini is your sun sign, remember to watch the moon and the rising sign as well, okay? And this is a general reading. Some messages may resonate, some may not. Please take what resonates for you and let go of the rest. But if you would like to book a personal reading, my email is in the description box below. Send me an email to schedule a reading for you, okay? And Gemini season begins on the 20th. So happy birthday to all Geminis who are celebrating their birthday this week. I hope you have a wonderful celebration. All right. Yeah, sun in your sign is all about shining brighter, Geminis. All right, so your cards are Nine of Swords, Justice, Death card, and then Four of Wands. Okay, Four of Wands here has to do with you finishing up something here. So yeah, you are crossing the finishing line. On the other hand, this also has to do with your celebration is what I'm seeing here. However, you are in this energy. I'm not sure what's going on. So yeah, I don't know, Gemini. Let me know what this is all about in the comments. So yeah, Four of Wands here has to do with the celebration. And this also has to do with, invitations. Maybe there is it could be that you are hosting a party, or it could be, you are attending someone's party, and maybe there's a lot that you have to take care of. Maybe it's a huge party or something like that. These are your cards, okay? So yeah, and with this it feels like maybe there are a lot of things that you need to take care of, and it could be that you are not sleeping well, Gemini. It may have something to do with stress, and then here you are doing some cleanup. I think this card came through for your monthly reading. Yeah, monthly reading, I think. So it could be that you are going through a transition now, or you are making some major changes in your life. So for some, it may have something to do with relocation. It could be that you are changing homes, or it could be you're relocating to a different country or something like that. So yes, when it comes to that, there's a lot that you have to take care of. And on the other hand, justice here has to do with you making some important decisions here. And maybe Geminis, this has to do with, a loss. So it may have something to do with something to do with relationships, because justice rules relationships. So it could be that relationships, or it could be job situation, something to do with your business. So maybe there is a layoff happening, or it could be that some restructuring happening at your work. And yeah, some changes, and it feels like this is not something that you have any control over. You will just have to, this is not something in your hands, okay? So it feels like whatever is happening, you just have to, accept things as they are and then go with it maybe. But then we always have a choice, whether we want to. It's about asking ourselves what works best for us, So they maybe it's a turning point and a decision that you have to make what you want to do about it. So yes, Saturn is moving into, I'm connecting everything to Saturn in Aries. Saturn is moving into Aries on the 24th of this month, okay? And Saturn is a tough taskmaster. I always associate the death card with Saturn's energy for some reason. And yeah, Saturn in Aries is all about, discipline, commitment, restructuring, being clear about our goals, our dreams, what we want to do, and then staying focused and committed. Saturn is, difficult to deal with, but this Saturn also help us fulfill our dreams, our goals, because Saturn wants us to stay focused on what we want to do and do the work, so maybe that's what's happening here. Because of some situation here, you will have to rearrange your priorities, reschedule, or it could be you might have to do something that you may not feel comfortable with, but maybe see the sunrise. This is about this is about staying focused on what the possibilities are, staying focused on the light, and the opportunities. Maybe there is a blessing, there is an opportunity, and so you want to know like what the possibilities are, what the opportunities are. Maybe you won't know at that moment what the opportunities are, but when the dust settles down, you will know, because the situation is helping you move in a new direction, and yes, you will be like kicking and screaming because you don't want to maybe you don't want to, you are resisting these changes maybe, but it's actually helping you move in the right direction. So yeah, some changes are happening, Geminis. So on the other hand, it could be like day-to-day things. Be careful on roads. It could be you getting a ticket, okay? So and yeah, legal matters, something to do with court. Yeah, when it comes to it could be something to do with your business policies, regulations. It could be your work related, your rules, policies, regulations. Just be paying attention to the details is important here. If you are a business owner or if you are a policy maker, things like that, because something might come up. Justice, it could be a notice, it could be an audit. Darn, it's scary. I'm thinking about things now. So yeah, and then you will have to respond, figure out a way. Hopefully it's not that, hopefully it's something that you can deal with easily. When it comes to the decisions and decisions you are taking, Gemini, with the justice in the middle of the reading, this is you strongly, and acutely aware of the rights and wrongs. Or it could be someone you are dealing with. They have this strong sense of rights and wrongs, and it will be difficult to deal with such people. So yeah, because rights and wrongs are subjective, and it has to do with our own perspectives. What's right for us may not be right for the other person, things like that. So here, because of that, it could also be that you are judging yourself harshly. It could also be people's judgments, someone judging you. So Yes, so just be kind to yourself. If this is, know what is it that if it has something to do with self talks, just remember to be nice to yourself, be kind and compassionate to yourself. That is important, okay? We all are doing the best we can with what we know. When we know better, we do better. So just what I want to say is cut yourself some slack and just be kind to yourself. And something to do with your sleep routine, maybe you are not sleeping well. It could be nightmares, bad dreams, or it could be some thought, something that's bothering you. So just be aware of that, what that is all about, Gemini. And then yeah, this is thinking and rethinking, Gemini. So it has to do with when we become aware of our own thoughts, it has to do with stopping right there and being aware of what is it that you are entertaining. Is there something you can do about this situation? So it could be maybe someone overreacted here. Maybe it has something to do with an interaction that you are having with someone, and someone overreacted and someone is feeling bad about it. If this is your energy, then it's all about telling yourself, okay, that happened, now what? So it's also about what we do afterwards that matters. It could be having a conversation, it could be doing something that's best for everybody concerned. It could also be a balanced approach, meaning when it comes to disagreements, conflicts, this has to do with seeing things from both sides. We can only do that when we ask questions. We understand where the other person is coming from. So asking the right question is important, so we know what their perspectives are, what they want, how they want to do things like that. So justice in the middle is also about seeing things from both sides, a balanced approach. And yeah, with the death card, it feels like you might have to remain flexible, because maybe there are certain things happening that you were something unexpected. Maybe now you have to figure out a way. Some cleaning up that needs to happen, maybe. Yeah, cleaning up. And this is also Gemini's Four of Wands is great energy. It has to do with the support. It has to do with support and help, support, and there are people around who is, yeah. So you are not alone in this. So you don't want to isolate yourself. So whatever it is that you are coming across, it's important you take action. Meaning it could be talking it out. It could be getting the right, reaching out to someone and talking about things. It could be professional help. It could be legal matters, then it could be attorney, or it could be counseling, therapy, things like that. Or it could be having an open conversation, an honest, open conversation. And yes, so taking action is what this energy is. Travel is coming through, and you might come across some delays, things like that. So just be proactive and take care of things in advance, so you don't have to worry about anything later. Okay, now let's see what's coming through on the oracle cards. So here with this energy, it feels like Gemini, there are a lot of things that you are coming across. It could be, your daily chores, your responsibilities. If that is the case, know how you want to handle it. Is there someone you can reach out to? Here with Four of Wands, it feels like there is someone, it could be anything. It could be your daily task responsibilities, or it could be something you are, emotions. so instead of internalizing it and dealing with it yourself, you know, it's important you seek the right help. Okay, yeah, this has to do with transformation. So whatever it is happening, whatever it is that's happening now, it's actually helping you build you know, something more meaningful and powerful. So yes, just be aware of that. It's helping you. On the other hand, for some of you guys, it actually could be about building. You know, it could be yeah, renovation, it could be home construction. Maybe you are taking down things in order to rebuild. Yeah, saying no is important, Gemini. If you are coming across, you know, people's demands, their expectations, it's important to say no, you know. So yeah, or it could be renegotiating the terms. I can do this if you can help with that kind of energy. Whatever you need to do. Okay, let's see what's coming through on the oracle cards. Affirmation. Okay, so message is be aware of your language and thoughts. The most powerful statement you can ever make, think, or feel is thank you. Be grateful for all the blessings in your life as we acknowledge the divine order of life. The universe responds with ever greater blessings. You are a powerful creator. All you say and think resonates through the heart of creation, and creation responds accordingly. Wow. So yes, be aware of self-talks, Gemini. Fear-based thoughts and things like that, because this has to do with, you know, justice here has to do with our choices, our decisions. And justice reminds us that we are the creators. We create our own destiny through our thoughts, our feelings, our words, our actions, our choices and decisions, right? So the choices that you are making, the decisions that you are taking now will have you know how it's going to impact your future. It could be you know, your career, it could be family and things like that. So I'm not sure, maybe a major decision for some of you guys here. It could be, you know, you making investments. It could be it could be relocation for some of you. It could be starting or ending a relationship. It could be, you know, starting or ending a career, a job situation, business, something major, you know, is what I'm seeing. And maybe you don't know like what to do, but that's okay. You know, it's about, instead of overthinking and worrying about things, this is, you know, you worrying about your past or the future. You know, maybe something that happened in the past you are not happy with. You wish things could have been different. And or also it could also be, you know, worrying about your future, what's going to come. And so the message is reminding you to stay positive, stay optimistic, and expect only the best. Be aware of fear-based thoughts and know how you can, you know, rewrite your story, Gemini. You know, reprogram things, you know, the mind, is what I want to say. So staying positive and optimistic is important. So it could be your own, how you are with yourself, how you talk to yourself, or it could also be, you know, something to do with the people you are with. Maybe something there, you know. And justice here has to do with being fair and making decisions that is going to help everybody. Fairness is what that card is about. And it may also have something to do with your business, what you do for a living and things like that. So fair dealings, partnerships, collaboration. You know, if you are starting a relationship or if you are starting a new business, then this has to do with fair dealings maybe. I don't know, Gemini. Let me know in the comments what this means for you. So let me read this out to you one more time. Be aware of your language and thoughts. The most powerful statement you can ever make, think, or feel is thank you. Be grateful for all the blessings in your life as we acknowledge the divine order of life. The universe responds with ever greater blessings. You are a powerful creator. All you say and think resonates through the heart of creation, and creation responds accordingly. Okay, on the other hand, this is manifestations. 11 manifestation, and here with the death card, okay, this is what I am getting. This is also part of your manifestation. Sometimes when we want something better in our life, we have to also let go of certain things. So for instance, if we want great health, we have to let go of junk food. So just an example, it could be something else for you guys. So like for instance, if you are looking for a higher love, great relationship, then you also have to be willing to let go of old patterns and tendencies and things like that. So we have to do things in a different way. If we keep doing things the old way of doing things is what's going away here. Patterns, habits, thought processes, ideas, beliefs, things like that. So for some of you, it could be internal. So this is Saturn in Aries. Saturn is a tough taskmaster. It has to do with discipline, order, structure, things like that. And Saturn help us fulfill our dreams and goals, but we have to put in the work. And Saturn forces us to do the work, So maybe that's what this energy is. Maybe there is something happening and it's helping you go inward to ask yourself questions, understand what needs to change, what needs to go. So you are letting go of old way of doing things and being more creative and coming up with new way of doing things. Of course, it won't feel comfortable. For instance, if we are used to eating junk food, then we will come across those cravings, and so when that happens, so it might not have anything to do with food, it could be something else, right? I'm just giving you an example. So when those cravings hit, then it's about how you are going to respond to it. Are you going to reach for that bag of chips, or do you want to pick up that apple? I don't know, Gemini. Let me know in the comments if you are going for that bag of chips or the apple. Okay. So yeah, a transformation, an opportunity, there is an opportunity in every setbacks, in every disappointment. So that's what this energy is about. So keep your thoughts positive and optimistic, be brave. And this is you being brave, being courageous, being assertive, open communication and doing the right thing, making the right decisions. So this is a card of self-empowerment, and this is where, you are at the finish line. So amazing energy. So Geminis, this is what I have for you. I hope this was helpful. Please remember to watch the moon and the rising sign as well. And take good care of yourself. I will see you in the next reading. Bye-bye.